So a few days ago, you saw Tessa react and rate and almost roast my Tinder profile. But that actually wasn't the full story. When Tessa and I sat down and she went over my Tinder profile, I actually let her read some of my juicy, inappropriate, knowledge bomb Tinder conversations. Yes, you're going to see my Tinder conversations. You're going to see how I turn my Tinder matches into dates. And let's just say it is spicy and interesting, to say the least. So here is the rest of that conversation. Here's the rest of that video that I put out because the first part was just too long to put it out all into one. And yeah, I'm rambling now, so go watch this video. It's awesome, and you're going to learn a lot about how to build attraction with girls over text, specifically when you match on Tinder. See you there. So now I've reluctantly given Tessa access to some of my Tinder conversations. She's going to be reading through some of them, and she's going to rate them and see if they're pretty good or pretty not good. So let's see.
Okay, so first one. Oh, you got a message first. Check that out.
The pictures and the profile, they did it for me.
The super likes are working for you then.
Yes, they are.
He super liked her, so she must be a total babe. I'm honored that you swiped right on me. This means we're dating now, right? Do you know how many guys have said that to me as a joke? Everyone says that.
Well, she said, I'm honored that you used your super like on me. She's already sending the emojis. It's obvious. I didn't need to really say anything too crazy.
Someone's a little defensive today.
I'm not being defensive. She messaged me first. I didn't really need to do anything too crazy.
All right, so 2 days later, after he says we're dating now, right? She says, hey love, sorry for the late response. I'm never on this app, but yes, it's official now. And Ben, should I know who those people are? Oh, that's you, right? It's you and her phone.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a famous couple?
No.
I was like, I'm sorry, I'm really bad with pop culture.
Definitely not.
I assumed it was like, is this like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie or something? Okay. But yes, it's official now. Couple of the year. Add me on IG. We can talk more. Just DM'd you on there. So how did it go from there?
So for everything she just complained about, still got the Instagram, still gonna be using Instagame, link in description. Still got the Instagram, still gonna be sliding in the DMs quite respectfully and getting the job done in there.
Getting it done. Looks like it was a success, even if it was a little cheesy.
Even though people say it's cheesy to say this means we're dating now, right? That line literally still works. It's perfect. Yeah. I can get why you say it's cheesy.
It's like dog photos. Everyone knows that dog photos are kind of low-hanging fruit, but we all like them anyway. So okay.
Exactly.
All right, I'll let you. I'll give you.
Yeah. And the thing with that is that it sets a great romantic frame from the start. It's like, obviously you matched on Tinder, so the romantic frame is there, but you're also capitalizing it by saying, this means we're dating now, right? And it makes it a really natural progression to asking and following up to set up a date. So that's why I like using it.
You know what? That's a good point because yeah, a lot of people are like, how do I make it seem like a date and not a friend zone? And it's like, you gotta right away get in the romantic vibe. So you know what? Okay.
Made her take it back. Let's go.
It might not work on me, but it works for a lot of people. So
well, if we match on Tinder, I guess we'll see if it'll work on you. We'll find out.
Stay tuned for the next video.
Here's another one. This isn't a great one. I had to go through the archives and find some that were interesting enough to react to for Tess. I wanted to get her to roast me a little bit, so let's see.
Okay, another super like. So you're just gonna match with me and not introduce yourself.
It wasn't a super like. She's verified.
It says you super liked.
Okay. I use the super likes. What do you want from me?
I guess super likes do work, people.
They definitely do. Always use them.
I always get nervous about making the first move. And then you say, no need to be nervous. I'll take care of the first moves. The first move being the question of when's our first date? And then crickets.
No response. Definitely no response. Now, the best way I should have responded to this is actually quite a long time ago. The best way I would respond if someone doesn't respond to my text, I would usually just say, I think you forgot to press send. Which is the best way to follow up and double text without losing frame, because you're saying, of course, the only reason you wouldn't respond is because you forgot to press send, not because you're ignoring me or because you didn't think I was worth responding to. So I think that's the best way to respond. But
yeah, you don't want to make people feel bad when they answer you because then they'll avoid it more.
Yeah, you also don't want to lose frame and make yourself look bad or like you're being super needy. But I never followed up, you know, with all the Tinder matches coming in thanks to my great profile. I didn't need to follow up. It was okay.
You definitely look like trouble. What made you say that?
I do remember what made me say that. I got that line from a friend of mine who used to be in the dating space. So I just stole that line from my friend. It was just an opening line I'd use sort of rapid fire indiscriminately.
You definitely look like trouble, so I agree with what she said. I'm definitely trouble, stay away from me, but that's what makes me fun. I bet I do tend to enjoy trouble quite a lot. Want to get into some tonight? Ooh, and then he goes right for it. Number, the IG. But did it work out?
Is that even a question? This is the Base Suits YouTube channel. Of course it worked out. Of course it worked out.
100% success.
100. No, I'm kidding. No, that did end up going somewhere that went We chatted on IG. And you notice I said, or DM me on IG if you need proof that I'm not an old man with a van. And this way I was able to give both the number and the IG to build a little bit more value and show off the illustrious Instagram, because, you know, we're always running Instagame here. And yeah, got the number and I got the IG and moved it forward from there. So what would you rate that little quick interaction?
I mean, I don't think you needed to say you needed to prove that you're not an old man because you look 18 and you are 18 in all of your photos. But other than that,
well, I was saying that like I'm not a catfish, and I'm real. You know?
I know. I'm just twisting the knife a little here.
Yeah, oh my god.
But yeah, no, okay, that's good.
Moving on to the next conversation.
Why are you 3,000 miles away? LOL.
I guess she was using Tinder Passport, which is Tinder. If you're watching this, is the worst fucking feature ever. You just end up matching with a bunch of people who are putting their passport to your city, and they're so far away. I don't know what the benefit of this is. So, unless you're going to the city and you want to get matches before, so when you land, you already have Tinder dates lined up. Great feature, but I don't know why they gave it to everyone for free. So now you're just matching with people who are far away with no intention of coming. So
okay, so she's foreign. I like American accents. Well, since you're far AF, I followed you on IG, so next time you're in the States, I'll let you hear my accent. I'll make sure to book my trip ASAP then. And then you never replied. Why not?
Oh wait, no, I said I followed her on Instagram.
Oh, you're really milking the Instagram. You're getting all the ladies there, huh?
Well, think about it. She's far away, but she says she will eventually be in the area. Why am I just gonna keep the Tinder when I can just keep the Instagram, do no work, and then when I see a story pop up that she's in the area, just slide up and hit it. And in the meantime, she's just bombarded with all of my amazing photos and stories and just falling in love with me slowly. Automated, you know? Yeah, that's the beauty of Instagram.
Even if you're not super famous on Instagram, having like just a good Instagram profile definitely can benefit you a lot, just as an extra touch point to have people hit you up on so that you go off the app. So whenever they come around, you can just get it.
Well, you know, funny enough, I feel like I used to have more success with Instagram before I had I don't have that many followers, but before I had followers, I feel like I did better, because now that you have a lot of followers, and then when you're like DMing girls will just think you're using your clout just to try and, you know, be a fuckboy. So it's not as great, but if you don't have a lot of followers, it's still worth a lot, and it still can run your dating life for you. So
are you a fuckboy?
Definitely not. Not anymore. I'm retired.
Retired fuckboy who still uses his fuckboy photos.
Oh my god. It's efficient. Wouldn't you agree that having an Instagram profile that looks nice, followers or not, is definitely going to be a lot more helpful?
Yeah, like as a female, so this is not something I can prove with logic. It's a feeling. Basically, when I match with someone, for some reason, and I know that this is not something that actually means anything, but when they have an Instagram and I can like get a vibe of who they are, it for some reason like feels comforting on like this subconscious level. Like there's no great logical reason for it, but I'm like, oh, they're real and they exist and they have this life. Like I can picture it. So I think it's
familiarity.
Yeah, it's like in marketing, apparently you have to engage with someone's content like 17 times before you buy it on average. So it's like an additional touch point before you agree to buy the product, which would be you, if that makes sense.
I am the product, you know.
And we are just selling you to the world.
You'd buy me if you could. I know you could.
I don't know if I could afford it.
So yeah, Instagame. All the guys in Instagame too. All the guys who are crushing it inside the Instagame group don't have tons of followers. So you know, Instagame, you know where to click if you want to step up your Instagram and get those 17 touch points to get girls buying you, aka the product.
So you can start touching other things.
Oh my god. So for this next conversation, this needs a little bit of context. In her bio, she said something like, I'm 60% smart, 40% dumb, something like that. So I responded to what she was saying in her bio by saying, what percent of smart/dumb are you? Need to know if it's time to unmatch or not.
And she said, I am 69% smart. No, just
kidding. She did not say that.
That's what I would have said, but
well, you have too much game, of course. You're a dating coach.
But no, she said, I mean, I go to college and I study economics, so you take a guess.
Oh my god. I said we're matched made in heaven because I studied economics before I dropped out. And then I tell her that macroeconomics is a scam, but micro is useful, which is definitely really true. And then I say, also, I can't tell if you're tall or short, which is a great way to not only open a conversation, that's a great conversation starter, but it's a great way to set the romantic/flirty undertone, because you're complimenting her or mentioning her physical appearance, which means thinking about her physical appearance, and then it sets you up up really well, as you'll see in a second.
So she says, I'm 5'6". You can decide if you think that's short or tall.
I said, you're tiny. Just kidding. That's a decent height. I can work with that. Can you tell my height by my photos? And you'll see, I say that's a decent height. I can work with that. And again, that's just something flirty. Just the undertones of saying I can work with that and talk about her height makes it easier to talk about more physical things. Then you can transition to complimenting her on her physical appearances. And if you say something like, I can work with that, let's pick a time so we can figure out how our heights compare or how we can make it work. Something like that. It just makes it a lot easier to set up dates or set up soft closes from that sort of conversational frame. So you see, then she says,
giving me that 6'2" energy.
Close, 6'1". By the way, what's your Instagram? Way easier to talk there. And then she gives the Instagram because, of course, we know.
We always get the Instagram, don't we?
Of course. I practice what I preach. What can I say, Gotta get the Instagram. All the guys in the Instagram group know. You guys already know the deal by now. Gotta build that familiarity. Unfortunately, I think those are all the conversations we had time for today. I thought we were gonna
AKA, he didn't want to show you the real bad ones.
No, I showed some less than great ones, but all of those I would say were at least somewhat successful. Got a response for most of them, and definitely followed up on the IG because you always got to follow up on the IG, even though Tessa seems like she probably wants to read my Instagram DMs instead. I don't know about that.
After this video, it seems that the DMs might be a way more interesting thing to explore.
I don't know if I'm ready to start sharing the Instagram DMs. I was a little uncomfortable sharing the screenshots. I didn't want all my personal business being out there, all my secret conversations, top secret classified stuff out there. But that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and turn on post notifications. And make sure you go check out Tessa and all of her stuff. Tessa, where can the people find you and your great dating coaching skills?
So people can find me at Tessa Mac on Instagram, TESSAMAC, or my website, www.tessamac.com. Pretty simple, to the point.
I will link all of those things below. Thank you so much for Tessa for being in our video again. This time she knew she was in the video the whole time, not just at the end when I sort of faked her out and pretended to be a simp. She thought I was a simp. Can you confirm to the viewers now that I'm not a simp, or am I living up to my simp?
You're mostly not a simp.
Mostly. We'll see. I think she's just upset that she didn't get to read my Instagram DM.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm a little butthurt. No, you're cool. I approve.
Okay.
You did a good job.
Okay.
I will validate you.
But if you do want to see hours and hours of breakdowns of my Instagram DMs, you can see them inside of Instagram, which is our copy paste template. It gives you the copy paste profile structure, types of photos, poses, lighting, photo types, filters, the exact DMs to send to get you more responses and more dates than you know what to do with, all through your Instagram, whether you have a lot of followers or a little bit of followers. As I mentioned before, honestly, sometimes I wish I had less followers because it helps a lot more to just be low key and undercover and be a big fish in a little pond rather than, being ultimate boy sliding in tons of DMs because, it just comes off as kind of sleazy. I'm sure you've had guys DM you before and with tons of followers and you're just like, it's not.
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah, for sure. It happens. And it's a little weird sometimes unless they write something thoughtful. Otherwise, it's a little spammy.
Yeah, otherwise it's just like, I know what you're doing, dude. You're just DMing all the girls. But if you guys want to check that out, make sure you click the first link in the description and you check out Instagame. Comes a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't want it, you don't like it, literally just say, I don't like your hair, or I just don't want it, I want my money back. You get your money back for free. No questions asked. So definitely check that out. There's over 600 plus guys in the Instagame community group that are constantly crushing it on their Instagram profiles and giving you feedback on your pictures, your text conversations, and I'm in there giving feedback on your profiles and your DMs all the time. So make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you guys check Tessa out. I'll have all her stuff linked in the description, and I'll see you guys very soon. Any last words, Tessa?
I never know what to say when people ask this. I feel like it has to be all deep and meaningful and profound and have you walk away with like your brain broken, but at this moment, it feels like...
Those are some great last words.
Like, insert comment that breaks your brain.
Amazing last words. Maybe we'll have better last words in our next video if we do a next one. Let us know in the comments if you want to see us collab again. Maybe I'll have to come back to LA to collab with Tessa. And let us know. I'll see you guys soon.